Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. I am your host, Stafford James. Glad to be here with all of you guys here today. Please consider leaving a like, a comment, and even subscribing to the channel. Today's topic is about a former TV writer and producer by the name of Elisabeth Finch. Now, I don't really know her, but I know one of the shows she worked on, which was Greys Anatomy, which is a hit TV show. Well, she's had a 3-part documentary released about her, which was released yesterday at the time of recording, which was the 15th of October. I believe the documentary was called Anatomy of Lies, which was released on Peacock. You might be wondering, okay, so what does it mean by Anatomy of Lies in terms of the title? Well, basically, for many years, many people believed that she had cancer, because she made that quite public, that she had cancer. A rare form of bone cancer, to be more exact. She would do things like shave her head, she would take bathroom breaks on set, she'd do like certain meals to help her with her chemotherapy, that sort of stuff. But then somehow, someway, Vanity Fair basically outed her by saying, yeah, she was telling complete and utter lies this entire time. She never had cancer. She never had chemotherapy or anything like that. It was all complete BS. And Elisabeth Finch later admitted that herself, which could, and she was fired from the hit TV show. And whatever happened after that happened, I don't really know. Because again, I don't really follow the show. And when I recorded this episode, I never knew of her. But like, the fake having cancer, like, what the fuck? You come back from that. You can't, in my opinion. Either way, let's get on with today's episode, shall we? Greys Anatomy writer faked cancer by altering how she looked and also taking puke breaks. Writer Elisabeth Finch kept up the lie for almost 10 years by alienating everyone she knew. A Greys Anatomy writer who claimed to have cancer and came into work looking like she lived in a microwave later admitted it was all a lie. Hollywood's full of weird and strange people. We all know that. It's like almost every day you pretty much hear about a celebrity doing some weird, suspicious stuff. And it's like, what happened to you? Like, did the fame change you as a person? Or were you actually always this way, just very deep inside, sort of thing? Like, it's just weird. Elisabeth Finch is now the subject of a 3-part Peacock documentary, Anatomy of Lies, which explores the web of deceit she spun and how she was exposed. Elisabeth joined the long-running ABC medical drama in 2014, penning 13 episodes and producing a further 172. She was extremely public about her diagnosis, telling colleagues she had a rare form of bone cancer. Elisabeth even wrote essays in outlets including Elle and The Hollywood Reporter about harrowing health ordeals. She claimed to have lost a kidney and underwent an abortion after grueling rounds of chemotherapy. Jesus Christ. It just gets worse. Andy Resser, a former colleague of Elisabeth's, said in an exclusive clip from Peacock, this was like performance art. She was showing up to work with a shaved head and a, greenish hue. She looked like she lived in a microwave. She was eating these stouties and drinking ginger ale and going to the bathroom to take puke breaks from her chemo. It was all an act. And in 2022, she was caught out when Vanity Fair published an expose prompting Elisabeth's claims. The writer was then placed on administrative leave following the release of the article, and later resigned from the TV show after admitting to lying. Elisabeth confirmed she never had cancer, telling the Anchor in December 2022, I never had any form of cancer. The lie just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It got buried deeper and deeper inside me. I know it's absolutely wrong what I did. I lied and there's no excuse for it. She continued, The best way I can explain it is when you experience a level of trauma that a lot of people adapt a manipulative coping mechanism. Some people drink to hide or forget things. Drug addicts try to alter their reality. Some people curse. If this is her way of trying to explain, like, she was trying to, like, overcome some sort of trauma from either childhood or whatever it may be, there's loads of ways you could have helped yourself. You know, therapy, counselling, just talking to someone like a friend, a family member, whoever it may be. You know, taking time off for your work, taking time away from your work to try and, like, rehabilitate yourself, if that makes sense. There's so many ways she could have helped herself, in my opinion. But lying about having cancer and other stuff, it's just like, why? That's just disgusting. I lied. That was my coping and my way to feel safe and seen and heard. Andy has known Elisabeth for years and admits he struggled to wrap his head around the truth. It was so confusing, he said. You have to move through 8 years of interactions to even wrap your head around it. And I'm not even sure that I still fully have. Anatomy of Lies launches on Peacock, well, I guess yesterday at the time of recording, October 15th. This article, I never heard of her before. I've never seen an episode of Greys Anatomy. I know it's a popular medical drama. It's been going on for like years now. It's won, you know, tons of awards and all that good stuff. But when I heard about this news where, like, this writer had faked having cancer, I was like, wait, what? Really? I mean, don't get me wrong, Hollywood's full of sick of... You never really know what's going on inside a person's mind for the most part, even if you're around them 24/7. You know, especially when you're on set together as well, for long hours. Like, you might think you know somebody, but then somewhere along the line, a story might come out, or you discover something about them that you didn't think would even be true. That they would even be capable of doing or saying. Like, that's the part that bothers me the most. Like, you could have gotten, if you had some trauma that you needed help with, there are so many available options available to you. And mental health is nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not saying she was ashamed of mental health, but I'm just saying, you know, in terms of reaching out for like a support system, there's always options out there for support, in my opinion. By the way, let me know your thoughts on this. Are you a fan of Greys Anatomy? What's your favourite episode of Greys Anatomy? Favourite season? Have you heard of this story before? If so, what are your thoughts on this writer faking having cancer? Does this change your opinion on the writer, producer, if you had any opinions on her in the first place? Either way, let me know your feelings down below. Until next time, take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys next time.